Thanks so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Brooke Hash. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear just signed an executive order banning conversion therapy. Now, the Human Rights Campaign describes this therapy as an attempt to change a person's sexual or gender identity, typically in youth. The governor was joined by advocates and mental health professionals at the Capitol Rotunda as he signed that order today. Beshear said this ban lets youth in the state know they can be themselves.
This is not about red or blue. It is not about politics at all. And to me, it's not even about gender or sexuality. It's about protecting our youth from an inhumane practice that hurts them.
Kentucky now joins at least 20 states that have banned this practice, but not everyone is on board with the ban. The executive director of the Family Foundation just said the governor's executive order is unlawful and that it's designed to promote false LGBTQ ideologies and muzzle Christian counselors, therapists, and pastors from helping children struggling with sexual orientation or gender identity. We do have a crew in Frankfort today covering this story. We'll share more with you this afternoon beginning at 4 o'clock. You can watch us live and see updates online at WHAS11.com. In Laurel County, the agency searching the Daniel Boone National Forest for the suspected I-75 shooter Joseph Couch are now focusing their efforts on protecting the towns and roads around the forest. Governor Andy Beshear made that announcement yesterday.
We began transitioning state and local law enforcement agencies from a manhunt to a larger presence in this community and the surrounding communities.
About 90% of Laurel County public school students are back in class, and authorities said it was time to focus on the community's safety in a larger way. So now KSP will be joining London PD to patrol the area. And going forward, authorities will continue to search the forest from the sky with thermal imaging and drones as well as helicopters. Authorities also said they installed trail cameras during their search to help keep an eye on the area. Police said they received more than 400 tips about Couch, but none have panned out. There's a $35,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest. A JCPS high school security guard is finally home after recovering in the hospital for 4 days. Friends say Charlie Nichols suffered a broken rib and punctured lung while trying to break up a fight at Doss High School. Our Alex Dieter spoke to one of those friends about the community's support during his recovery.
Hope you get better and always see the passion you showed for the kids and made me drive harder to make an impact in these kids' lives.
A JCPS employee sent to the hospital after what his friends say was just doing his job.
He was trying to break up the fight, and it was the way he got jammed into a locker that broke a rib and then punctured his lung.
Charlie Nichols, shown here with his fiance, is a security guard at Doss High School and a Marine veteran.
It's his natural instinct to get in there and not let anybody get hurt.
His friend and former colleague at Doss, Jill Conover, says Nichols works 3 jobs, is a single dad raising a teenage daughter, and is the caretaker of his father.
He doesn't just do the security role, he does whatever you need him to do. He's that kind of person.
JCPS tells WHAS11 they cannot comment about this particular situation. In a statement sent to us, Doss High School Principal Julie Chancellor said, quote, "Mr. Nichols has been a beloved member of our Dragon family for many years. Students and staff love him, and he always gives 100% to Doss. Our staff energetically wanted to help him out financially, and we are looking forward to his return to our Doss family."
He's always had everybody's back. We need to have his.
Conover started a GoFundMe to help with Nichols' medical bills.
The kids would never intentionally hurt Charlie because they all seem to really like and respect him.
A sentiment that seems evident as Conover scrolls through her phone, reading message after message sent to Nichols by students.
Forever and always left a positive mark on me. You are one of a kind and bring joy to our lives all the time.
Nichols spent 4 days in the hospital. He was released Tuesday.
He said this GoFundMe has given him the opportunity to breathe a little, because he knows now that he can maybe focus on recovering, because he's not in a panic about how am I going to pay this or how am I going to pay that.
Alex Dieter, WHAS11 on your side.
Conover said the school needs to see more discipline and consequences for students who get into these fights to keep kids and teachers safe. We have a link to that GoFundMe account for Nichols attached to the story on WHAS11.com. Turning our attention now to that forecast today, another day of beautiful blue skies. Few clouds out there. Where are we sitting at this point, Sam?
Yeah, we're looking pretty good here, Brooke. We've been noticing throughout the course of the day so far, clouds have really been decreasing. And so far, as we take a close look at the skyline, looking off to the north and west from our Louisville Metro camera, we're enjoying a reading of 79, getting the afternoon started so far. 77 right now, currently at Bowman Field. Fort Knox in the mid 70s, and Jasper sitting pretty at 80 degrees. In fact, yesterday in Jasper and much of our western spots, we did enjoy some low 80s. That's also where most of the sunshine was persistent yesterday afternoon. Madison so far ticking up to about 81, and Evansville getting to 82. So we have a little bit of a spread of clouds across our sky, but all in all today looking to be hitting 85 degrees, and those clouds will be few and far between later this afternoon. So we do expect kind of a decrease in the clouds as we get into the remainder of the day today. Get used to the sunshine. We'll have plenty of it beginning tomorrow and going into the course of the weekend. We're also tracking some 90-degree heat with the abundant sunshine each and every day to be wrapping up summer. In fact, here's our 3-day forecast. So after today, 85, tomorrow back to 90 degrees, and we are talking about more 90-degree heat for the final day of summer on your Saturday. But things will be changing a little more into early next week. We're getting suggestions a low pressure is going to be drifting in from our west. So in a few more minutes, I'll be talking more about the rain chance into early next week. And I'll also update you much more on Bourbon and Beyond's forecast in Louisville in a few more minutes.
All right, Sam. The Louisville Metro Housing Authority just announced the developer who will demolish and rebuild the old Dosker Manor complex. LDG Development will demolish the 3 existing buildings as well as the former First Link grocery store to make way for new and improved housing there. LMHA is also partnering with Standard Communities to help renovate Avenue Plaza, an 18-floor high-rise at the intersection of 8th Street and Muhammad Ali Boulevard. And lastly, the vacant Iroquois homes, which previously housed 850 units, will also transform into new housing. LMHA will retain ownership of all 3 properties and participate in that development. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg says he wants stronger laws around street racing, and we've seen frequent street takeovers in our city, and LMPD is going after these cars involved, seizing more almost every day. In a Facebook post, LMPD announced there were more takeovers Monday night, and officers confiscated 5 of those cars. The department says 3 of them were also part of that Labor Day weekend incident. LMPD is able to seize these cars under a Metro ordinance. But yesterday, Mayor Craig Greenberg said he's in talks with state lawmakers as well.
One innovative approach that some other states are taking are not only are they confiscating cars, but when they confiscate cars, they crush them. I strongly support legislation that when we seize vehicles that are partaking in this extremely dangerous behavior, that those cars get crushed.
Mayor Greenberg says he will be advocating for that legislation in the upcoming session. A man is accused of stealing copper wire from an LG&E power station, putting part of Louisville briefly in the dark. Middletown police said Daniel Tenney cut through fencing to break into that substation on September 11th. And LG&E said the theft caused a catastrophic equipment failure and about $500,000 in damage. His arrest citation, police said Tenney admitted to breaking into that area and taking copper on multiple occasions to sell at a local scrapyard. He's now charged with trespassing and criminal mischief. The Muhammad Ali Center is closed today due to an overnight fire in the parking garage. Police said that call came in just before 2 a.m. and we know everything was under control in less than an hour. Louisville Fire said upon investigation it was found to be a large number of tiles stored for the exterior of that building that had caught on fire. The Ali Center said it was adjacent to the building and no people or artifacts were hurt. The closure is for HVAC repairs today. You can expect more information on when the center will reopen later this afternoon.